Namaste. I'm Dr. Jaya Daptardar from USA. This is my honor and pleasure to be here with Ayush Darpan today, especially at this wonderful occasion of Women's Day celebration, International Women's Day celebration. Thank you, Dr. Shrupa Yerme, for inviting me. So, my today's topic is women's empowerment and global opportunities. So let me share my slides with you. Okay. Okay. So women's empowerment and global opportunities. What is women's empowerment? Women's empowerment is not that something women want to overpower on men or something like that. No. Women's empowerment can be defined to promoting women's sense of self-worth, to promote or to encourage women to make them confident, the ability to determine their own choices, and their right to influence social change for themselves and the other members in the family. So that is women's empowerment. Women's empowerment can be more about promoting their human rights, promoting women's rights to have emerged as a part of the major global movement. And it is continuing to break new grounds in recent years. The International Women's Empowerment Day is also gaining momentum in this part. Despite the great deal of progress that we are talking over the years, women and girls continue to face discrimination and violence in every part of the world and every day. So here are some ways to empower women. There are so many, but we only have a limited time today to talk about. So the first one is global impact. There are some pillars that I'm going to talk about, which can have global impact and how we can help together. The second one is empowerment quote, which is standing up for equality, which is the one for 2021's women's empowerment goal. The third one is global landscape. So it is widespread all over the globe, the gender equality and basic human rights. The fourth one is girls and women. So why concentrate girls and women? Because the empowerment for health and social development are important for the families because they are the ones impact their families. The fifth, which should be actually the first one, the education, but it's not about number one or number five, but education is the major part, whether it's a basic education or the education about the health and wellness. So the first one, empowerment pillars. I am going to talk about a few empowerment pillars, which is a kind of global opportunity for all of us to work on it. The first is create high level of corporate leadership for gender equality. We all can do that in our offices, in our workplaces. The second is to treat all people fairly at work, respecting and supporting non discrimination and human rights. The thing is, we can't just talk, we have to put it into action as a pillar. As much as we can make these pillars strong, this movement will go to the next level. Otherwise, we'll be talking every year. And this is 2021. We're still talking about the equality. We're just health and well-being of women. So the third one is ensure the health, well-being, and safety of all all uh, women workers, whether male or all workers, whether male or female. Promote education, training, and professional development for women. Implement supply chain, marketing practices, and enterprise development that empower women to become independent. And this is very important to make women independent so they can make their own decision, they can make their money, and they can take care of themselves. Champion equality through community initiatives and advocacy. So, talk about this in the community. Talk about this wherever you serve as a board, or you wherever you talk as a leader. Measure and report publicly on progress to create gender equality. So, this is not something to talk about in a small group, but make it a public and make a progress in a public that this is what you're promoting. And it starts from your own house, it starts from your own community. How you teach your children, how you treat your children, how you treat your community. So, this starts from you, each and every one of us. Standing up for equality. Equality, the gender equality, is not just about the doing work at home, but it is about the equal educational opportunities, equal job opportunities, equal pay opportunities. Help other women. This is also important to make sure you're helping other women in this process and motivate them. Help and support to rise. Speak up for the justice or your rights. Okay, so the global landscape for women's empowerment. Gender equality is basic human right, and it is also fundamental to having a peaceful and prosperous world. And that is why I said it starts from your house. It starts from your community, and it starts from you, how you treat. But girls and women continue to face significant challenges all around the world, and we are in 2021. In the developing world, girls and women are often seen as less valuable than boys. And this is the icebreaker. This is where we need to break the ice. While some progress is being made in various parts of the world, some parts is better and there is a progress, there is still a great deal left to be done to the right the problem of gender inequality. So the next slide, Why is empowering girls and women is so important? Empowering women is essential to the health and wellness, nutrition, and social development of families and communities and countries. Like we always say, when one woman is educated, the whole family is educated. The same way, when one woman or the girl is empowered, the world is going to empower, the community is going to empower, the countries are going to get benefited by it. When women are living safe, fulfilled, and productive lives, they can reach their full potential, contributing their skills to the workforce, contributing their skills to their own families and communities, and can raise happier and healthier children. So, why there are frictions? Why there is a violence? Because it is a mindset that needs to be changed, and to change that, education is the important part. So, global impact and empowerment, how this is impacting globally. Uh, Now it is different than before. It is actually impacting more than before, that we thought that we resolved it, but we're not. In COVID-19, this pandemic time and the lockdown time, the domestic violence against women and girls increased, and it's quite high. It depends upon the areas, again, where you live, the country and the community, and uh, but uh, but there is increase in everywhere, because they did not have access to outside world to speak about it. They did not have access to go out and vent. Similarly, economic impact. So, working from home opportunities are not for all. So, many women suffered that they did not have jobs, or they had to leave the jobs because their kids were home and doing the home education. And that economic impact is not just for the women, but it impacted the whole family, impacted kids, impacted their health and hygiene because of the financial impact. So, what is the global scope and opportunities now? What we can do as healthcare professionals, we can talk more or pay attention to health and wellness impact and how we can do it and what needs to be done. So, in our health checkups, whether um, whether it's in our clinic or in the hospitals, there should be a small portion of it to find out their mental wellness, find out their trauma related issues, find out the domestic violence related issues, and how to refer them um, in a uh, in a beautiful way to help them improve and re-educate the whole family on this particular issue. So, non communicable diseases are the leading cause of death and disability among women worldwide. So, besides the COVID impact, this is worldwide happening, and how the healthcare professionals can help as an opportunity. The global agenda of the health of women needs to be identified and broadened to ensure the allocation of adequate resources to increase awareness, promote more research opportunities, and implement policies and interventions to prevent, treat, and optimize outcomes for the non communicable diseases among women. Promote a life course approach to address the sexual and reproductive health issues, because this is more important. Women has a different health issues due to the reproductive health and going through the stages in her life. Promote the issues by recognizing that such an approach has the potential to lead the reduction in sexual and reproductive health conditions and the non-communicable diseases. So design your agenda in a way in your healthcare sector to evaluate and deliver the best healthcare interventions and policies for the prevention and treatment of diseases in women and girls. Appropriate number of women should be included in scientific studies. Women should be included in scientific researches. Women should be included in scientific studies. Whether women should be doing it or women should be included in it. A systematic approach to the data analysis of these researches should be by the gender. How is it affecting women versus men? And analyze that from the point of implementation on the results. So, to improve health outcomes in women and men, so as to ensure a 1/3 reduction in premature mortality from non communicable diseases by 2030. This is a worldwide agenda, as well as mental health and well being. Reduction in mental health and well-being issues. The sex-specific impact of biological, behavioral, social, cultural, and economic factors in risk and outcomes of non-communicable diseases need to be further addressed. So the pathways and quality of healthcare for women for the prevention and treatment of non-communicable diseases to be addressed. Whether these refer to men and women needs to be examined, and strategies to ensure that women receive the best available healthcare need to be developed, evaluated, and implemented. And why women? Again, because they don't prioritize on their health needs. They prioritize more to the health needs of their families. And again, this is a mindset. So mindsets needs to be changed. So are we all feeling empowered now that we have some set agendas that we are going to help create more opportunities for women um, to um, to help in their health awareness and prevention? So be a part of the women's health awareness and prevention. Education awareness is a big part, helping in making them independent in decision making, and that is also important. So, hope you like this empowerment presentation, and I wish you all uh, the best on Women's Day today. Thank you. And thank you for inviting me.